Good afternoon once again. This is the English language summary for the press briefing of the Center for COVID Situation Administration, or CCSA. First of all, today is Vesak Day, or Visakha Busha Day, a religious holiday celebrated by Buddhists around the world, and a United Nations resolution also recognizes the contribution of Vesak Day to the spirituality of mankind, Vesak Day in Buddhism as a major world religion. Today we had two special guests at the press briefing. The first was the Permanent Secretary from the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives, and the second is the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security. So just in summary, for the Permanent Secretary of Agriculture, he summarized the registration procedure for the financial assistance of farmers, those in the agricultural industry, wherein the cabinet has approved financial assistance of 5,000 baht for 3 months. And he also informed about the compilation of the name list of around 8.3 million persons, and also working with the Ministry of Finance to ensure that there is no double listing to receive these financial assistance benefits. And he also announced that for those in the farming and agricultural sector to update and register in the system that they have within the middle of this month, and also reconfirming that the Bank of Agriculture and Cooperatives will start paying off this assistance, transferring this assistance by mid-May. For the Permanent Secretary of the Social Development and Human Security Ministry, he stressed the importance of care to be placed for the different vulnerable groups, and emphasized the need to reduce the financial burden by providing financial assistance, as well as temporary shelter, reducing interest fees for pawning services, and other support measures for groups such as the elderly and the handicapped. They will be increasing the financial assistance for that group. For young children and infants, we'll be allocating more funds to take care of young children and assist the parents for the care of these young children, as well as the aim to advance community-based assistance and support to provide timely assistance. So the ministry is working with the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration in around 2,000 communities and also in various provinces. And finally, the group of homeless persons, vulnerable groups, the ministry is working with NGOs and organizations to provide assistance and to ensure that these assistance are in line with health standards and guidelines as well, and encourage the cooperation of businesses and the private sector to join hands in taking care of the vulnerable groups in society so that no one will be left behind. So on the overall situation, we see that the situation has improved steadily. The new case of infections is a result of the proactive and well-targeted contact testing, plus the cooperation of everyone in society. Of course, as experience has shown us, we must continue to be vigilant and not take numbers for granted, what we've achieved so far, and act with caution in accordance with the guidelines, so that we will be able to prevent the second wave of infection and ensure health for everyone in Thailand and also in the region. So on the general situation and the numbers that we have one confirmed case to report today, making the accumulated total number of persons in Thailand with confirmed cases 2,989. You can see that on the slide. The new confirmed case is a 27-year-old Thai female who returned from one of the repatriation flights from Russia and was under state quarantine since returning to Thailand in the beginning of May, and had 38.3 degrees Celsius temperature. So that is the new confirmed cases under treatment. Of the total number of cumulative cases, 92.3% now, that's a slight increase, 92.3% of that number have recovered or been discharged. As for the fatality, we have recorded for today one new fatality, making the total number of fatality 55 in Thailand. The fatality is a 69-year-old Australian national who had a chronic asthma medical condition and showed signs of infection since March and was hospitalized and passed away yesterday. So we extend our sincere condolences to the family of the deceased. As for the observations in terms of the cases that we have, first of all, we have observations regarding the general observations for businesses in terms of the compliance with the various measures. So in general, out of the 12,996 checking and monitoring and site visits, the majority, 12,547, complied with the guidelines, and only around 449 business establishments, or 3%, did not comply. So we hope that that will be improved. Of course, today, as mentioned, it's Visakha Busha or Vesak Day, so there is no sales of alcohol because it is a religious holiday. But in the normal, usual other days, since alcohol can be sold now, but only for takeaway, the various shops and department stores selling alcohol have now begun to realign the congestion and taking care of the congested lines and everything in the shops, in the supermarkets, which is very good because we have seen some images of people congesting, getting in long lines in the past few days to buy alcohol. So we hope that that will be avoided. The liquor stores, the shops, the department stores, supermarkets selling alcohol now have begun to put things in order. That is very good. We hope for that cooperation to continue. Otherwise, of course, there will be penalties or a re-banning the sales of alcohol, which we hope that will not happen. So, moving on to the enforcement of curfew numbers, we have a total of 753 violations of the curfew. The majority of people who committed the violations were around 20 to 29 years of age, the young group, and the majority of violations occurred in the central region of Thailand. On the issue of the Thai nationals' repatriation abroad by land and air, we have information for you which is on screen. For today, Wednesday, May the 6th, we have 3 flights from Myanmar, from Frankfurt, Germany, and from Pakistan. And for tomorrow, there will be 2 repatriation flights, the first from the Republic of Korea and the second from South Africa, the details of which you can see on screen. And to date, in the blue box, we have assisted 4,637 Thai nationals by air from 27 countries and territories around the world. So we'll continue to facilitate this. We also have a slide on the expectations that we have for the scheduled repatriation for the duration of the 7th to the 31st of May. The expectations from the registration that we have, you can see that on screen, where we will be expecting to take home approximately 7,000 Thai nationals abroad back to Thailand. But of course, everybody will be mandatory placed in the state quarantine system. So we move on now to the activities of the assistance to Thai nationals around the world from the Thai embassies and consulates. On screen today, you have a slide about Malaysia, how our embassy there is assisting the Thai nationals in Malaysia. The spokesperson also showed this slide. Assistance now have been provided to over 29,000 Thai nationals in Malaysia who live in almost all the provinces, the states in Malaysia. As you can see on screen, be it Penang, be it in other various provinces in Malaysia, in Kelantan and the rest. And I think we also have another picture of the assistance provided as well. Yes, to the Thai community in Malaysia. So that is ongoing. We mentioned this because Malaysia is where we have a high number of Thai nationals living and registering to return to Thailand in due course through the land border. Yes, so moving on to the activities of other embassies, Thai embassies around the world, we have the Royal Thai Embassy in Paris facilitating the return of Thai nationals in France with the ambassador there, sending off Thai nationals. And also we have images of the Royal Thai Embassy in Tokyo providing continuous support such as cloth masks and necessary supplies to the Thai communities. This image is, I think, in Saitama near Tokyo. And there's also an image of the visit and assistance to the Thai temple in Japan. This is Wat Pak Nam in Japan. The embassy arriving there to provide assistance at the temple to the Thai community and to the monks there in Tokyo and in the surrounding area. So we have additional information for you we mentioned about, of course, not leaving anyone behind. We continue to provide the necessary medical treatment for individuals found to be infected in Thailand. And of course, this is, of course, Thailand's humanitarian tradition, as well as part of our strong health support system. So therefore, the Department of Disease Control of the Ministry of Public Health, in collaboration with the World Health Organization and its partners, launched the COVID hotline in 3 languages, providing information to migrants in Thailand. And you have a slide on this. The hotline is the DDC's hotline, which is 1422. But then when you dial 81, that will be receiving inquiries in Khmer, in Cambodian language. When dialing 82 from that number, it will be in Lao language, Phasa Lao. And when you dial 83, it will be in Myanmar language. So this is, of course, for the benefit of all the persons living in Thailand who speak other languages that are not aside from Thai. So that's in Khmer, in Lao, and in Myanmar language, to inquire about the situation of COVID in terms of public health. One question for the inquiries that we received, the spokesperson received about exercise. So he mentioned that exercise by walking in the public parks open now, that's fine, of course. But when you want to jog or run, the recommendation is that you don't have to wear masks when you jog or run, because it will create some breathing difficulties. However, of course, find jogging spaces which are in open spaces and that no one is jogging behind you or staying too close, running too close to you. But then you won't have to wear the mask for convenience in breathing. So before concluding, I'd just like to mention again that on Vesak Day, on Visakha Busha Day, that the Thai Supreme Patriarch, the Buddhist Supreme Patriarch, issued a statement blessing the masses. The message has a key statement that is relevant and applicable to everyone in our efforts to overcome COVID, which is to act with caution and mindfulness. Of course, the key message here is that the best peace, of course, is inner peace, and the best blessing in life is, of course, to be healthy. And of course, in this regard, in order to protect everyone, Buddhists are advised to stay at home as they practice meditation, chanting, and listening to online sermons to mark Visakha Busha Day this year in order to prevent the spread of COVID. Because usually in Visakha Busha, there is a candle-lit procession wherein devotees walk around the temple 3 times with a candle-lit procession. That's called the triple circumambulation ceremony. But of course, for this year, it should be different, and we'll have online ceremony and sermons. So for online ceremonies and sermons, Buddhists can visit the Ministry of Culture's Department of Religious Affairs Facebook page. and they will be able to hear the broadcast sermons live, as you see on the slide today, at 9:30, 1730 hours, and 1900 hours, live sermons from the different Buddhist temples. So this is the summary that I have to you today. Thank you very much for your attention, and please stay safe. Good luck. Thank you, and good afternoon. สวัสดีครับ